If you want to see that it is the Holy Bible that proves that God has a goddess, then you need to meticulously study Proverbs chapter 8. First of all, consider this. False teachers claim that in Genesis chapter 1, the Father gave creation instructions, and the false teachers claim that God Jr., their interpretation of Jesus, actually created the universe. The false teachers claim that in Genesis chapter 1, the Father gave creation instructions and that God Jr. followed those instructions. Actually, Jesus Christ did create this universe, and Ephesians 3:9 says so. However, false teachers have taught many false doctrines. Ephesians 3:9 is true, but we need to thoroughly discuss Ephesians 3:9, and I will discuss Ephesians 3:9 in a subsequent video. The point here in this video is that some false teachers claim that Genesis chapter 1 indicates that the Father gave creation instructions, and those false teachers claim that a God Jr. actually created the universe. However, when people discuss Proverbs chapter 8, false teachers give another story. Some false teachers claim that Proverbs chapter 8 reveals that the Father created a God Jr. before God created the universe. Those false teachers claim that Proverbs chapter 8 indicates that the Father, not God Jr., created the universe. In reality, in Proverbs 8:27 through 29, the goddess revealed that the Lord created the universe. And this is not heresy against Ephesians 3:9. Simply put, Colossians 2:9 reveals that Jesus Christ is all of God. And Colossians 2:9 helps to interpret Ephesians 3:9 and Proverbs 8:27 through 29. Jesus Christ created the universe. In other words, El, the masculine deity, and his goddess created this universe. And Genesis 1:26 helps to prove that to be a fact. As for Proverbs chapter 8, I'll probably need to make several videos on it. And if you want to read about the goddess in Proverbs chapter 8, then you can read about that in chapter 162 through chapter 164 in my ebook, Jesus Christ Created the Heavens and the Earth. It's only 99 cents on Amazon.com. One of the first things that you'll notice about Proverbs chapter 8 is that you can easily see from Proverbs 8:1 through 3 that wisdom is a female. That is a significant hint. Later in Proverbs chapter 8, the goddess herself, a female, actually speaks. First of all, let's consider what the goddess said in Proverbs 8:22. Proverbs 8:22, King James Version, "The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old." Proverbs 8:22, World English Bible, "Yahweh possessed me in the beginning of his work, before his deeds of old." In Proverbs 8:22, the English word possessed was translated from the Hebrew word kanah, Strong's 7069, which means to acquire. In Proverbs 8:22, before God created the universe. El, the masculine deity, acquired his wife, the goddess. Similarly, in Ruth 4:10, Boaz announced that he had acquired Ruth as a wife. See the New American Standard. In Ruth 4:10, the New American Standard, the English word acquired was translated from the Hebrew word kana, Strong's 7069. Therefore, you can see the similarity between kana in Proverbs 8:22, possessed, and kana in Ruth 4:10, acquired. Now we should discuss Proverbs 8:23. In Proverbs 8:23, the goddess said, "Ages ago I was set up at the first, before the beginning of the earth." That was the English Standard Version of Proverbs 8:23. We can see that before the beginning of the earth, the goddess was set up. What does set up mean? In Proverbs 8:23, the phrase, "I was set up," was translated from the Hebrew verb nasach, Strong's 5258. What does nasach mean? Based upon the form that nasach appears in Proverbs 8:23, we can basically see that the goddess was anointed or installed before God created the universe. Listen to the first part of Proverbs 8:23 in the New International Version. "I was formed long ages ago, at the very beginning." Before the universe existed, El, the masculine deity, created his goddess, and then they created this universe. They were together as husband and wife while they created this universe. In Proverbs 8:30, the goddess said, "Then I was by him, as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him." The goddess was by El, the masculine deity. They created this universe. They are Jesus Christ. Jesus is Lord and Messiah.